So here's a peek inside of it. Why is it open? Well, first off, I wanted to look, because J, you know. And it's an AMD Athlon 2000 processor. It's got an NVIDIA graphics card of some kind, 64 megabytes on that, dial-up modem, Ethernet on board. I think it's an MSI motherboard, yeah. 8X AGP slot, CD burner only, you know, floppy drive, because we had those in the day. 400 watt code gen power supply, just an off-the-shelf junker thing. It's all there. And he said, yeah, let's go take a look at it. I said, you know, yeah, we could do that, sure. You know, not for nothing. If you say it was running and you just took it out of service, well, that's exactly what I need. I just need a machine that runs the OS, and I can install the software I need, and there you go. So we brought it down here and hooked it up. It's kind of a big case, but such is. I hooked it up, turned it on, and turned on. She was dead, Jim. I had to come out of retirement. So I took a piss, as you hear. The AC is taking a leak. And I came down here and I went and jumped right back in, not feet first, but head first. Ripped the side panel off of this thing, saw what was going on. You try the quick fix first, reseat the RAM. Nope. So then, you know, I break out the screwdriver and I reseat the video card. I take out the modem, because that could be a problem. Disconnect all drives, CD, floppy, hard drive. Disconnect all of that stuff. You leave the processor as a last resort. Check everything over carefully. Reseated the video card. Reseated the RAM again as a matter of course. And bingo bango, I resurrected the system. And there it is, up and running. I just ran diagnostics on it. When I did get it up and running, it had 2 sticks of RAM in it. Both were marked as 512. And it was only seeing 512. It should have 1 gig, but it was seeing only 512. And after swapping the chips around and dicking around with it, it finally recognized the other 512 mega RAM. And this morning, before Tallboy left, I dug around real quick and found a 256 meg chip. First one I tried didn't work. Second one I tried didn't work, and then after futzing with that, I got it to work. And the screen is now showing 1 256 meg module and 2 512 meg modules for a total of 1.25 gigabytes of RAM, which is more than enough. I just stuck the RAM in because it's otherwise just sitting there doing nothing. So why not? And I ran the diagnostics on it, and yeah, there you go. It all passed. I ran the processor test, I ran the hard drive test, I ran everything, just like I used to do back in the day. Everything passed. So I resurrected it, and it works. It's laying on its side, because that's how it is, because I've been working on it. That's what the front of the case looks like. Usually it catches on the door, but that's what the case looks like. It's got blue LEDs and all that great shit. Just your typical put together system back in the day, but hey, it's going to be enough. And I remember that I had a couple other systems that are drop-in replacement junkers already loaded with the OS everything that I could have put in this thing. 64 mega RAM, GeForce 2, NVIDIA card. That was that. If you wanted to pause that and read it, it's there. And here's good old Windows XP. It's got a Maxtor 40 gigabyte IDE hard drive. and it boots up. And like I said, Tallboy said that he built this computer for his father, and he used it for years until it was just too old and slow to do that stuff, and gave it to me, and it sat here. I didn't use it, and there it is. It boots up much faster than that other thing outside, because like I said, that thing has got a bad drive and is failing. We'll see if it'll bring the system properties up. Obviously, I've blurred out a couple of sections of that. Service Pack 2, not even Service Pack 3 or the unofficial Service Pack 4. That's great. But it does say right there, Athlon XP 2000 Plus, 1.67 gigahertz, 1.25 gigabytes of RAM. So it's there, and it's certainly gonna be just fine, and that'll work. So this is going to be the replacement machine for outside. So after putting this through its paces here with the diagnostics, that all ran. Later in the day, I'm going to blow the dust out of it and hook it up, and I will come back later with this machine in its new home until it finally dies from weather conditions or what have you outside, and you know, we'll get the old one out of there, and I'll see what kind of RAM is in it. Maybe it's got a chip that fits this. I don't remember. We'll see. So I should pull that thing first so I can check what kind of RAM. But that thing has been out there so long, it's filthy, 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 dirty. I don't even know about dust or leaves or anything in it. It doesn't matter what happens to the machines out there, because it's just there for the service it provides, and no care about the hardware at all. They're all junkers anyway, which is why I put them out there. Something just enough, and this will definitely fit the bill. We can go ahead and shut it down. I don't know if that's going to hibernate it or something. Well, it's shutting down. Noisier than the other machine, but it is AMD. Just barely warm. It's fine. This will serve the purpose. So like I said, I'll come back sometime later once this is in service, and then once I have that, I will have fixed the problem on 2 machines and fixed that monitor, not fixed the monitor, but got it working again. And then I need to source a replacement monitor for the digital picture frame machine, but like I said, that's not a huge priority. In fact, just as an aside, over by Jay's Bar, the Failblog machine that's here, the machine was perfectly fine, but I used to have a Magnavox like 20-inch monitor from like 1996 or something, and that finally bit the dust. It was in bad shape, and that old coworker of mine at Tiny Middle gave me this monitor. It's a Samsung 21-inch. He said I don't need it anymore, and he gave it to me. It worked then. It sat in my garage for 13 years. I don't know, maybe not even. Could have been that long. Yeah, definitely could have been a good 13 years. And it sat there, and I said, good, that's going to be a replacement for this machine. Well, here it is. It's not permanently hooked up yet, but I could plug it in and turn it on. It's just a CRT monitor and Windows. This one is actually Windows 7. So I just got to put everything back, put the IBM PC convertible back on top of it, and all of that, and make it all work again how it used to. But you know, nobody comes to go to the bar anymore, so there's not much point. I'll get around to it one of these days, but that also died. Just the monitor on this one. They're just getting too old, you know? They're just getting too old, this stuff. And they just crap out, and a lot of times it's not worth fixing or even looking into. And that's that. So like I said, I'll come back later with the new music player machine, courtesy of Tallboy. We'll see if I can get it working. It's going to be not fun swapping it out, but we'll get it done. Yeah, it's it'll be cleaned up, right? That's perfectly fine. Like I said, it's been here for a long time. Oh, it came with Millennial Edition. I never even knew that. The inside is remarkably well preserved. Some dust, but not too bad. That's completely clogged up. Oh well. Some cobwebs and your typical stuff. Well, that's not supposed to just come off, but oh well. No blown caps. I don't know. You know, it's like it could still work. But it's so filthy in that. I don't know what the hell to do with it. There's a bad drive. It's a Western defective. But I'm going to put the new system in place because this is it's pretty filthy. I could just hit it with the hose and let it dry out real good. It'll probably be just fine. But that's that. This is what was supposed to happen. And the RAM SD RAM 2 512 sticks. I don't even know if I have really many other systems that can take that. This is definitely on the way out. I think pretty much any of the other systems I have had DDR that is starting with a 1.6 gigahertz processor. Power supply works in here. And it's got a 4-pin. This is a good power supply for my machine when it craps out again. So that's good. Those got a little rusty. Just a little bit. I wonder if all the rest did. Probably. I don't know. No use for it, but then again, why does it need to hang around? But then why do I want to get rid of a machine that works perfectly and just has a bad hard drive? Yeah. What size was it? .5 gigabytes. March 2000. Maybe not the original drive. Probably not the original drive. Might have been replaced soon after the machine was new. I'd imagine because it probably failed. But yeah, that's a bad hard drive is what that is. These cases were really nice. It's a shame. Alright, maiden voyage time. I've always said that if your desktop is sitting there, leave it and don't touch it, because as soon as you move it, things fuck up. Hopefully, the machine will make a liar out of me. I've seen it not many times in the past. Screen's on. Everything's connected. Power. This is one of those like LEDs that has a delay. You gotta wait. Oh, it came up. Good. That's a great thing. 1.25 megabytes of RAM. It's got it. And should boot up just fine. Keyboard's initialized. USB is just about initialized. Mouse pointer already. Welcome. There you go. It's booted. I have a lot of configuring to do and some software to install, so I'll be back. Okay, it's maiden voyage time. See if the music works. Turn the stereo on. This does take a little bit for it to get going. Oh, that's great. Why is it invalid? No, it's not. Great. Yeah, it works. Definitely works. Forget the song. That doesn't matter right now. It didn't want to work initially. It was saying that the machine was offline, but I know that's not the case because I just pulled in Winamp off the network. Maybe for interwebs access it didn't like it. Let's go ahead and restart. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something about that. It's a little loud. Let me come back around over here and turn the stereo down. Okay, that might be a little bit less reasonable. Will it boot again? It will. No memory test because it's a warm boot. Does anybody remember warm and cold boots? No, not anymore. I do. Okay, more reasonable. I made a shortcut. Well, it just clicked off of it. I'll try that again. Hard drive's clunking away, so I shouldn't say that. Okay, loaded that time. Should launch Winamp. Hard drive's doing its thing. Should be just about loaded. Yep, there you go. It's playing. It works. So there's that. Now I'm going to leave everything exactly as it is and wait a minute for the slideshow to start. Probably have some more connoitering to do with that to get it to work just right, the way I like it displayed. Yeah, not too bad. I gotta work on the color of the text there. That would be the house. That worked. Oh, it's an XJ81X. Good, good. It's definitely working. (2018). Let the music chooch and wait for the slideshow to restart. In fact, I'll reconnoiter the text there. Yep, that's it. There we go. Got it. So now the music works. The slideshow works. The music isn't juddering. So that's all good. I had the phone hooked through this on the modem. Modem in here doesn't appear to work. Does the phone work? Did I hit the wrong button? I did. It works. That's all I need. Excellent. Yeah, it works again. Love that kind. Oh, we can't do that from there. So we'll just do that because Neil. It works. Thanks, Tallboy. This will work just fine. And it was not much work at all. Still scary having to come out of retirement and fix this thing and make it work. make it boot up and that, but hey, it's better than it was. It's faster, I think. I still got, there's service packs that can go in here and things and stuff, and that'll be in time, but it's functional, and that's the main thing. So yeah, this went on for way too long. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hate when shit goes awry, but like I said, the computers thought that it was Octember. We're all up and running. I got some reconfiguring to do and put all the junk back and shit like that. But otherwise, we're up and running. Big thanks once again to Tallboy. There's a link in the description where you can go subscribe. That really is it, and it's going to do it. So thanks once again for watching. I appreciate it very much. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh boy, yeah, cables. Pulled out the Horde. This is unfortunately the best I have as far as monitors go. An old KDS 17-inch. I believe it works. It's got an amber light. Just got the wiring done. Let's go power the system up. Yeah, that's great. Alright, let's see what's going on. There we go. Something. Oh, this one looks tired. Camera on the phone that I'm just using quick looks to make it appear a lot more blue than it actually is. It's not in real life. I think it's actually gonna work. Oh, what do we get? What do we get? Yeah! Love that kind! It works! Awesome. I even put the little light on over there. So I just gotta put everything back together here, and at least I got this for the time being. So thanks once again. Take care.